Hey people, how you doing? It's Nakul again from Tech Boy, and this is the honest review video of the new Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus. So let's get started. Okay guys, so you know the concept, the pros and the cons, what a normal day user would like and dislike in this phone. So let's start with the pros, the good things. But before I start this review, I want to tell you that there are not much things that I liked and disliked about this phone. I mean, there are not anything unusual or new things that you wouldn't know. They're all normal things, but there are some points that obviously I liked and disliked about this phone, so I will tell you that. But I will try to keep it quick and short and won't go in much depth about them. So let's start this. So the first thing that I like about this phone is the price of the device. At 8.5 thousand rupees, we are getting a phone which is really nice and decent, I would say. 5 inches of display which is full HD, 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front camera. Then we have dual speakers, as you can see, and the phone is quite decent, looks great. So if you are thinking that this phone is value for money or not, I would say it is definitely value for money. At this price range, this is a pretty good device. So that's the first thing that I like about this phone. Now moving on to the second thing that I like about this phone is the dual loudspeaker, guys, right over here, as you can see, with Dolby Atmos, and they sound really amazing, guys, trust me on that. As I also said in the unboxing video of this phone that the speakers are really nice, but when I actually tested them with the real songs and everything, they are just super amazing. The clarity, the loudness. I don't know if you guys follow me or not, but there's one thing that I always say, that I love the loudspeaker of my OnePlus One, which is my daily device. My OnePlus One also has dual loudspeaker and they sound really amazing. And I was unable to find any match or any similar speakers or better speakers than my OnePlus One. But now I can finally say I have found the speakers. I would love to have these two speakers in my daily device. They are just amazing. The treble, the vocals, you can even feel the beats in the loudspeaker. So yeah, the loudness as well, it's really amazing. So that's the second thing that I love about this phone, the loudspeakers, guys. Now let's jump to the third thing that I like about this phone, or I should say again love about this phone, is also related to the music, and that's the music quality in the headphones, guys, which is again pretty amazing. The quality, the bass, especially the bass, is really nice, and the volume is also pretty high. The volume levels are really good. Plus you also get the Dolby Atmos equalizer. If you go in the settings, equalizer, as you can see, and this thing does makes really a lot of difference, guys. It's, you can turn it off or turn it on, plus you can go inside and select the equalizer according to your needs, customize it. Then you have volume leveler, dialogue enhancer, surround virtualizer. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Though this phone doesn't come with any headphones, but if you can connect a good pair of headphones like Sennheiser, Sony, or something similar, JBL, so you're gonna get really amazing sound quality in your headphones, guys. So that's the third thing that I love about this phone. So now let's move on and talk about the fourth thing that I like about this phone, is that this phone does have LED notification light right over here in the top right corner. Let me connect the charger and show you. Here we go, as you can see. So apart from having the LED notification light in this phone, which is obviously a good thing, the other thing that I like about this LED so much is that it stays on when you get any notification. Unlike other phones in which if you get notification, the light starts blinking, but in this phone it stays on. So that way you cannot miss any notification, because no matter it's a WhatsApp, message, missed call, it stays on. And that's a pretty cool thing. So that's the fourth thing that I like about this phone. So now let's move on to the fifth thing, which is also the last thing that I like about this phone, is the display of this device. It has 5 inches of display and it's full HD and it's really clear, guys, as you can see. And everything, the colors, contrast, everything is pretty nice, and you can customize a bit if I'm not wrong. If you go in the display, as you can see, screen effect, here we go, default, comfort mode, and then you have the custom. You can customize it over here. So yes, the display is pretty clear and nice, and the touch response is also really nice. So that's the fifth thing and also the last thing that I like about this phone. So those were the pros guys, the good things. And before I move on to the cons part, let's talk about the camera now, because obviously camera has some good things and bad things. That's why I like to keep it in the middle of pros and cons. So let's go on the camera and talk about the picture quality and stuff. And as of right now, I won't be showing you the camera interface guys, because that would take even more time. But if you want to see that, click right over here. This link will directly take you to the unboxing video of this phone in which I showed the whole camera interface. So if you want to see that, click right over here guys. But there's one thing that I couldn't tell you in the unboxing video, and that is the meaning of ZSL. Well, I finally know now. It means zero shutter lag, and it's turned on right now. So that's one thing that I promised to tell you in the honest review video. So here it is. Anyways, so let's go back and let's talk about the picture quality guys. The picture quality is good in good lighting, no matter it's outdoor or artificial lighting. If the light is good, the picture quality is good. It's not exceptional, it's not excellent, and it's not average or bad. It's good, but in good lighting conditions only. But when you try to take pictures in the low lighting area, the picture quality obviously starts to struggle and suffer. You can see hatchiness and little bit of blurriness also. Plus, you should keep your hands really steady in order to get a good picture, because this camera doesn't forgive you for that. Even if you move your hand a little bit, which is normal I think, the picture quality, or I would say the pictures, will turn out to be shaky, and that's kind of a bad. But if you're taking pictures in the low lighting area with the flash on and the object is near to the camera, for instance within 4-5 feet, then there's no problem, the picture quality will be good. But again, in low lighting without flash, it's not gonna be good. So as you guys just saw the picture sample, you can see that the pics taken outdoors and in good lighting are really good, no problems with them at all. And even with the pics which were taken with flash on are really nice, but pics taken without flash in low lighting are not that good. So anyways, plus there's one more thing I'll tell you about the video recording, is that there is no tap to focus in video recording. As you can see, you do have flash toggle while you're recording, which is a good thing. Pause, stop, and you can take pictures simultaneously as well. But again, no tap to focus, which is a big con or a big bad thing, because you can turn on flash even if you don't have it right over here while you're recording. You can turn it on before you start recording, but you really need to have tap to focus, because sometimes camera cannot focus on the things you want while recording. I mean, automatically it just can't, as you can see. I mean, what if I want to choose between two objects like my hand and the table down there? I just can't. So that's one more thing that I don't like in the camera guys. So that's all for the camera part guys. Now let's move on to the cons part, the bad things about this phone. And the first thing is, which I already told you in the unboxing video as well, that there is no backlight in the capacitive keys, as you can see. So if you are using your phone in a dark room or at night in your own room, you won't be able to see the capacitive keys. But it's okay, because you get used to it that where they are actually. But still, I think having the backlight in these keys are always a good thing, which this phone doesn't have. So that's the first thing that I don't like about this phone. And now moving on to the second thing that I don't like about this phone is also something which I mentioned in the unboxing video as well, which is that this phone does have heating issue guys. Yes, and even right now it's warm from the upper half, because the camera was on from 5-6 minutes, and it's kind of hot from the upper half. But it's nothing major though, it's not that serious. But yes, the problem does exist in this phone. While using this phone heavily or using the camera for a while, the phone does get hot, or you can say warm, from the upper half, this area, from the back and from the front as well. So yes, the heating issue does exist in this phone, and that's the second thing that I don't like about it. And now let's talk about the third thing, which is also the last thing that I don't like about this phone. Apart from having a good overall performance, but this phone does stutters here and there. Again, it's nothing major, nothing to be worried about, but yes, sometimes it does stutters here and there. Maybe while you are typing something, not always, once in 20 times I would say it does that. It's nothing major because as you can see, if I go over here in music library, songs, as you can see, the scrolling is pretty smooth, no lags. This phone hasn't lagged so far. So yes, the scrolling is smooth, everything is smooth. So the overall performance of the device is nice, I should say, but yes, it did stutter here and there. So that's the third thing and also the last thing that I don't like about it. So those are the pros and cons, guys, and also the camera part. Now let me tell you about some general stuff like the call quality. Now this phone has decent call quality and I would rate it 8.5 out of 10. The loudness is nice in the headset and the clarity is also okay, but it's not exceptional. That's why 8.5 out of 10, but yeah, it's decent enough. No complaints at this price, I should say. And the second thing I want to tell you about is the battery backup. With normal usage and strictly normal usage, no gaming, no heavy stuff, only Facebook, WhatsApp, a bit of calling, a bit of web surfing, a bit of music playback, and that's it. And yes, my 3G and Wi-Fi was on all the time during the day, turned it off only during the night. And the battery backup I got was around 13 to 16 hours with normal usage, and the average screen on time was 3.5 hours. So again, it's not exceptional, not really excellent I should say, but yes, it's decent enough because the battery is not that huge. It's only 2750 mAh, and in that we are getting an octa-core processor, 5-inch display which is full HD. So yeah, plus the brightness levels are pretty great. As you can see, the brightness is on the minimum right now and it's quite bright. And if you turn it on, here we go. So again, you won't be having any issues if you go out in the direct sunlight. But yes, this screen does eat a lot of battery, and getting 13 to 16 hours with normal usage is pretty decent, I should say. And the last thing I want to tell you about this phone is that the overall performance of the device was really nice. I was pretty satisfied. I didn't feel any lags or anything. As coming from OnePlus One, which is a high-end phone, to this phone in day-to-day life, I didn't face any issues with the performance. And the phone is quite nice as well. The loudspeakers are great and the display is also pretty great. It's really bright. Didn't face any problem in the direct sunlight or anything, and no call drops either. So yeah, overall the device is really nice, guys. I would really recommend it if you are looking for a device at this price range. So yep, that's pretty much it for right now, guys. This was the honest review video of the new Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus, and that's a really long name. I hate it. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you want to know something about this phone, put it in the comments down below. I'll try my level best to help you out, guys. Plus, you can also catch me on my Facebook page. The link is in the description. You can ask me questions over there as well. So catch me over there as well. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.